All right, baby. We are rolling. It feels so good to be back. We have the new face coming back from behind. Now, instead of being behind the camera, he said, "It's my time. Little Ant wants to bail. Big Ant wants to take a step back." He said, "It is my time to shine. Backbone. Your face is beautiful. It always needed the camera. Let's go, baby. Talk is back." Go ahead, talk. Let them hear that voice again. Let them hear that fantastic voice.
How you doing?
Ah, there it is. I missed that. We have been through thick and thin with this podcast, huh? The ups, the downs, from the dining room table, Empire Sports Days, switching it to talk, having awful sports all together. But we are back. Hopefully we could get a few out a month. Keep checking in. Keep shooting the DMs. I love the DMs that are like, "Where's the pod? Where's the pod?" That made me wanna do this. So I appreciate all the people out there reaching out and saying, "Where is the pod?" DM Tico, DM Big Ant, say, "Where you at?" Bring them back at any time, and let's roll, baby. Because I do think that the Mets might be a little bit better than everybody thinks that they are. They have won how many games have they won? Just out of the last 12, or they win 10 out of 12 or something like that.
10 out of the last 13.
10 out of the last 13. Come on. Without JD, he still has some back issues. He'll be back in the mix. You have to feel better from where the Mets started the season, right? Everyone's like, "Oh, they're going to be below 500 for the whole season." Met fans, get your ass to Citi Field, guys. It's cheap right now. You could get in the building. If you're a fan of your team, I remember when I was in high school and when I didn't have adult money to spend, we looked for days like this to get to Yankee Stadium with 5,000-10,000 people there. You know what I mean? These are the times that you could go up to the rail and be like, "Yo, sign my ball. What's up? How are you? Give me oh, yeah." Like, you could do dumb shit right now with the players and let them know that you are there and you know that they're going to give you an effort. You know, we always talked about effort, right? So the way the Mets are showing me right now is that they're ready to put in some effort. So how are your feelings about the Mets since your hockey team is playing golf?
Oh, you'll be joining soon. But no, I mean, honestly, especially even you forgot to mention, we don't even have Kodai Senga right now. But the Mets are doing right now what I've always been begging them to do: small ball baseball. I think they've bunted more this year, and I'm not making this up, than I've ever seen them bunt in a full season.
Yeah.
So it's a really amazing to see that, because then you can see after that it's producing runs, producing more people on base, and honestly, the Mets are hot right now.
Yeah, the Mets are hot. They're one of the hottest teams in baseball, actually, at the moment. No one's really taking them still serious yet, but that's okay. That's good. That's a good thing. Let you get your legs on them.
We don't have those big names, obviously. You know, we have our core players, Lindor, Alonso, and that. But other than that, it's these Harrison Bader is becoming one of my new favorite players. I know that he's injury prone, so he may miss a few games. Hopefully not. But if he can stay healthy, he's going to be a huge part in our lineup and even in the outfield. He's a great outfielder as well.
Yeah, that was actually one of my biggest clips that I ever had out there on social media, was my Harrison Bader clip. I love Bader. I always love Bader. He's a gamer. He's a ball player. Yeah. He's a ball player. And
for sure.
And this new style of baseball, that's what you need to do to win games. That's just as simple as it comes. You just need to play situational, play good defense, get the hit when it's needed, don't give up those extra runs, and try to get dubs. You know, you're in a tough division. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, I mean, I think baseball is getting a little pushback, because I've been listening to like a lot of different people. The guy Jeff Passan, who always goes on the Pat McAfee show, he's talking about it right now. He actually like wrote a book like 8 or 9 years ago that these pitchers, and when they're little, 13 years old, A, they're throwing curveballs, B, they're trying to throw 80, 90 miles per hour, and it's killing their arms. Killing their arms. It's the same thing with the home run thing. The home run swing is honestly killing the game. You're seeing less hits, which I think makes the game less boring. And I honestly think just the balance of the game is going back to what it used to be.
I see that as well. I see that as well, for sure. I definitely see that as well. And with this pitch clock and all the other shit that they're trying to implement, there is positives about it. There are negatives about it. You're hearing all the arms injuries they're blaming on the pitch clock. They're not blaming on the pitch clock. It's one of the things in conversation, though. I got to say that.
Yeah.
It's definitely in conversation. So where is it going to go? Where do you see where do you see the summer for the Mets? Like, I don't want to say summer. Where do you see, like, from now till the 4th of July, let's say?
I mean, honestly, I think it's going to really come down to the trade deadline. Who they can bring up. I don't know if they can bring up anybody at this point.
Yeah.
But I think we need to go out and get another big arm, or even like just another big bat somewhere in the lineup. Okay. I still think we're lacking, but I think if we can just stay afloat, which I think like right now, I think we're like just like a 10 games above 500 bowl team. And if we can just improve and just get better, we'll get Kodai back. If JD comes in healthy, oh my God, our lineup is going to be something real to mess with.
Lineup is definitely deep.
100%. And our bullpen too. Like this guy, Reed Garrett, this season, he is killing it. These unknown names. I mean, at least unknown to me. I don't really pay attention too much to like other teams. Yeah. But this guy, Reed Garrett, is our MVP of the season right now in the bullpen. And obviously Edwin. But Edwin did give up a run. He is human.
Yes. Well, everybody knows he's human, right? So
he sure didn't seem it.
Having him there though is a blessing in disguise. They're eight inning games. If they're 2 runs, if you got 2-3 runs, it's 8 inning games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's huge. That's huge. You got this guy to come in, shut the door. You're putting up runs late. You're putting up runs late in the game.
Yep. Clutch.
And that's yes, clutch, but it's also playing the full 27 outs. There's 27 outs in a game. Don't make it 30 outs. Don't make it 28 outs. Play good baseball. You're gonna get dubs. You're gonna win games. Yep. And that's what it's all about.
Speaking of Harrison Bader and clutchness, he is the first Met with a go-ahead hits in the 8th inning or later in back-to-back games since Ike Davis, and he's leading right now with Spencer Steer in the league.
Wow, I haven't heard the name Ike Davis in a very, very long time, actually. A very long time.
Really freaking long time.
Yeah. He was he made some noise, Ike Davis, right?
Oh my God!
Right?
There was a game where I forgot how many home runs he hit. Do you remember that game I'm talking about?
Yeah,
it was at Citi Field. He hit like either 3 or no. How much is the most home runs in a game? Is it 4?
It's got to be close.
Because I think it was like 1 under, so maybe it was like 3 home runs in one game, and it was just ridiculous.
That is.
He had some special games.
That is ridiculous. All right, so I have a crazy question for you. So this is Pete Alonso's season, right? This is his. This is his Aaron Judge season where he's on a contract. He's on a contract year. He has to play the best that he can play. Right? Yep. But here's my question to you. In the off season, there's 2 options on the table. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's you're gonna sign Pete Alonso, but there's no chance you get Juan Soto. Or you get Juan Soto, but you lose Alonso. What's your decision there?
As hard as it is for me to say, I take Soto.
I take Soto
like 9 out of 10 times.
9 out of 10 times you're taking Juan Soto.
I think just overall, Juan Soto is the better ball player.
Okay, so now to transition here into the Yankees, Juan Soto is hands down the best ball player that has ever played baseball for the New York Yankees.
Wow.
And
that's crazy to say this early.
And that's a fact. I'm not even looking at his average, looking at his OPS. I'm just looking at his day-to-day. His day-to-day actions are unbelievable. They are just unbelievable. The guys in the clubhouse is talking about how Cabrera alone has came out and said, Oswaldo has came out and said that just being around Soto has made me a better baseball player. Just watching his daily activities has made him a better baseball player. And when I sit down there on the couch and Boone said this, he said, that's Soto's office. I don't know the exact word. He said that's Soto's office. And just hearing that and watching it, bro, you're in his world when he's in the box. The pitcher's not you. You're not in the pitcher's world, because when anybody else steps up to the plate, right? You're in the pitcher's world. The pitcher's got the ball first. He's throwing it at you. Okay, right. You're the one that has to hit it or make sure you take a good pitch that's on the edge. These umpires have been a freaking disaster. But
oh my God, Angel Hernandez,
bro, literally no clue how that guy has a job.
What? So I was actually, Jeff Passan talked about this too on the Pat McAfee show. So because of their union, it is almost physically impossible to get fired as an umpire.
And then I also heard that statistically, like numbers, like their computers, the guy said that he's not even the worst one out there.
Yeah, he's not. He's like in the middle of the pack.
Like that, and that just hearing that alone is bananas.
He's just getting the hatred for it because of how big his name is, because he was always doing the World Series and big games and stuff.
Yeah, and he's always had those crazy calls. Like
calls, crazy.
The box does not help the guy whatsoever, because the box is really tight. Like the box is tight.
It hurts every umpire.
Yeah, no, but especially him, bro. You're talking a foot like literally off the freaking plate, man, and he's punching you out. He's punching you out.
Oh my God!
But to switch it up to the Yanks, so the way I feel is we came in hot. Our pitching is subpar. It's holding its own. Judge still hasn't really hit. Verdugo's finally heating up a little bit. You had a crazy start out of Volpe. He's gonna have to come back to real life a little bit. He's not going to go 4 for 4 every freaking night. You have to understand that. Moving him to the leadoff spot was probably the best thing to do, because he should be the leadoff. Like,
you guys tried him out last year in the leadoff, though, right?
Yeah, but all right. So this Yankee team is not the same Yankee teams as before in the past. Even the players that have played on the teams before in the past.
Yeah. But the people behind them are the same, right? Besides Soto, I guess.
No, none of them are acting the same way. None of them are acting the same way. The team just feels different. It just feels different.
I just want to bring up a quick stat since we talked about Volpe, though. So last year he played in 159 games.
Yeah. And
he had 2 3-hit games. Do you know how many he has this year already?
Oh, man, I would say 5.
No, it's 3.
Okay.
So he has more already this year than he did already last year.
Yeah, you could just tell his all of their at-bats look different, dude. Even Giancarlo, his stance has totally changed, which is producing better at-bats. He's hitting some homers, he's doing his thing, but their approach is just it's just what we were looking for so long.
And you know who has the best approach in the box in the game?
It's got to be Juan Soto.
Juan Soto.
It has.
I don't think that when you're looking at him and you're pitching to him, I don't know if you can name another dangerous guy to look at.
Yeah, bro. 0-2, no problem. Like, that's not an issue. That's not an issue. He takes really close calls.
Best eye, too.
Yeah, his eye's ridiculous. I think he makes the umpire second guess what the umpire is going to say because he's in the box. I'm being serious.
They just wait for him to swing it out, right?
Yeah, and like being the opposing team, the way he like looks at you and then like shakes shit off, his shuffle, his this, his that. It's all big parts of his success. It's really a big part of his success, like for real.
For sure.
I would friggin' hate it. I didn't face him. I didn't face him often. We were in the AL. He was in the NL. I didn't see much of him. Only when I clicked in to watch a playoff game, or if there was no Yanks on, I caught a couple. But I'm never like this. And I gotta say, the guy is just truly a ball player. He's unbelievable. He's unbelievable. And everybody talked bad about his defense. His defense is pretty freaking good. It's decent. It hasn't showed its face yet.
Yeah, he's going to be lazy here and there. I'll tell you that much.
I don't know if the right word. I don't know if the right word is lazy. We called Cano lazy. It was kind of just their approach again. Like it's just the way they go about it.
Yeah, it comes off as lazy. I don't know. It's the same thing with Cespedes. Cespedes had one of the best arms in the league, but that guy lollygagged to pop-ups, and I've seen him lollygag and then not realize that he had to run more and then just like lose track of the ball.
Yeah.
So that's the stuff that it comes with when you try to just like look cool.
I haven't seen it yet. Not saying it might not show its face, but I haven't seen it yet.
You'll say it.
But born 87, lifetime Yankee fan, went through the core four and seen it all, right? I've seen championships, and for those people that don't know me, I MC for a DJ company on the weekends. Which I have a lot of passion about. I love to do. I love the microphone. And there was three people. There was three people that stuck out to me of why I was an MC. Right. It was one was Little John.
Don't say his name.
One was Little John. One was Michael Buffer. Right. What's Bruce's brother's name? Let's Get Ready to Rumble guy.
Yeah, well, Bruce
Michael,
is the
right? Yeah, I think it was Michael.
The MMA guy. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it is the golden voice.
Don't say it.
The golden voice. The greatest radio broadcaster to ever do it.
To ever go to sleep.
And John Sterling. And he
John Sterling. I thought you were going somewhere else.
No, okay. And he retired. Pretty out of nowhere. He retired. He started the season. He actually had the Soto home run call. I guess he just wanted to do that. I don't know exactly. But we got the horrible news that John Sterling's taking a step back. Michael K. Everybody was like, oh, he must be sick. He must be sick. But Michael K. reported that he's done. He didn't want to take the trip into the city, but to the Bronx. Who does? You know,
how old is he now?
86 years old.
Oh, wow.
He started with the Yankees when he was 50. Like, think about starting your career job, though. Like, obviously, he was working in the space before that, but getting your lifetime job at 50. Think about that. It's crazy.
No, that's crazy.
So now Susan's up there with Justin Shackle. I've heard a lot of good things about Shackle. It's just, you're not going to get that wittiness. You're not going to get those old stories, which I know tend to be like, all right, I don't want to hear about freaking Mickey Mantle. I don't want to hear about all the old shit. But I'll tell you this, I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it. I was working yesterday. Game started at 3:00, so it was like that first day where, you go to listen at 3 and you're gonna get John Sterling. And you turn it on and his voice isn't there, and it's an empty feeling. Definitely. All the greatest calls in my life. 27 up, 27 down, baseball immortality. I could just, the Yankees win, right? All like, that is just classic Yankee baseball. In 2009, during their World Series run, I was in Vegas. I'll never forget. We were in Vegas for my sister's wedding, and every home run I would take 2 cell phones, I would back them up against each other, and I would play the call, record the call, and then have it, and then put it into a montage, and we had all the pitches of all the hits with John Sterling's calls. So it's just like he was a big part of that regime for me. Torrey, Pettit, Posada, Burn Baby Burn, Thriller by Godzilla, Robbie Cano, Don't You Know? Like, I could recite them, dude. I could literally, and you know me, my memory is freaking shot. I can't recite anything. So just having him not be there, those voices will always be in my head. I do think that WFAN, if you really want to pay homage to the greatest voice, one of the greatest voices of the New York Yankees, because Bob Shepard was another one, but they do still play Bob Shepard's voice from time to time at the stadium. You do still get Frank Sinatra singing New York, New York at the end of every Yankee game. I don't think it should be played necessarily in the stadium, but I think WFAN, you should 100% at the end of every Yankee win, that should be on the pad. You should drop it. The Yankees win, coming out of John Sterling's voice for the rest of freaking time. I would love that. I would love that.
I thought you were talking about Mike Francesca.
Why?
I thought that's what you.
Yeah, what made you think?
I thought that's what you were going to say.
Why would you ever think I was going after Big Mike, even though Mike is right there?
Yeah, right.
But Mike was the after voice of the Yankees. He wasn't the voice of the Yankees. You know, Mike was the guy that I was gonna make sure I tuned in at 1:00 the next day to probably call him up and prank him. or something like that. But and this Yankee season just feels different. It just feels completely different. They're just playing. They're playing good baseball.
I think they tied their best start to a season in franchise history,
which is pretty freaking cool.
So he did it in 26, 43, 49, 87, 88, and 03, and World Series appearance in 4 of those.
Wow. That's pretty damn freaking cool, no?
Bro.
Yeah, but as always, we can't forget about this division. You have the pesky Orioles. You have the Rays that are always there. You have the Blue Jays that could definitely play some baseball. They just beat us 3 out of 4 games. You know, the craziest part is the Red Sox are literally the dead Sox. Completely the freaking dead Sox. They had 7 players in today's starting lineup making less than $1 million.
That's crazy.
Did you not hear what I just said? The freaking Red Sox. 7 starters in the starting lineup today, making less than $1 million. The dead Sox have a whole new world.
I'll tell you this, though. Boston, they're just a really good franchise. They're holding out for something. I don't know what their farm system looks like, but I can only imagine they're building something up. That's what they do, right?
Yes. They definitely did that. They definitely do that.
I feel like they go in and out of phases, like in almost decades or every 6-7 years.
They do. They go from dead last to first. They've done that. They've done that before. Dead last to a World Series. But the owner is spending money with like Live Golf. Like he's like disconnected. Yeah. You have to double check.
If you're spending money with Live Golf, they should be spending money with you.
Yeah. You could go double check me on that. But yeah, they have something to do with Saudi Arabia's golf league. So and they're like, I don't know, investing money into them. Or they have their own team. I don't know exactly, but they got something going on there.
Well, Liv's not making a lot of money, so maybe that's why he's down bad.
Maybe. What's your feelings? What's your feelings about that Ryan Garcia fight?
I'm not a huge boxing fan. I do like Garcia.
You're giving me a straight answer here, bro. Like I just told you to fuck the Mets.
I mean, the guy's obviously going through something right now. I mean, it's pretty clear.
The Mets pulled the rug out from underneath them. They said, "Oh yeah, you guys want to have a little scuffle?" So I think they had a meeting at Empire State Building, right?
They did something, and they got thrown out because of it.
And then the Mets did something that the Mets always do, and they pulled out the rug right underneath them, and the guy left the stadium screaming, "Fuck the Mets!" That was fantastic. That was.
I really don't care, but I really feel bad for the guy.
That was
He's
good PR.
Going through something.
That was good PR for something like me because I would have never seen anything like that until until fuck the Mets. It was all over my fucking page.
All I've been getting is about this fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that press conference was so weird. Like, it was like Ryan dancing and singing to the guy. It was weird.
To talk about baseball in general, right? We see that the stadiums are empty. You're seeing that the early start of the games have been dead, like all across the league. And then I read a tweet from I think it was Andrew Marshand.
Martino. Andy Martino, the guy who does the Yankees and the Mets?
I think this tweet was from Andrew Marshand, if I'm saying that correctly.
Okay.
He said the Dodgers and Padres had nearly 2 million viewers on ESPN Sunday Night Baseball. It was the most watched non-Yankee Red Sox Sunday Night Baseball game in over 6 years. That's you know what I mean. That's kind of good news compared to what you can see out there, right?
Well, I think like all across the league, I've been seeing this. I think that it's really high on cancellation. Mm-hmm. Weather has been terrible. At least I know just watching Met games. I think we have already 3 rainouts. We played through some probably like 3 or 4 shit weather games.
Yeah,
it's been really bad. So I think that's going to play a factor as well. Honestly,
really.
Yeah, you don't think so? Weather?
Yeah, of course. Weather on the East Coast. Yeah, weather on the East Coast is always shit, but it's happening all across the league. It's not just the East Coast game.
Well, how is that Dodgers game? Was it sold out?
I don't know. I'm assuming Dodgers games are mostly sold out. Right?
Yeah, so I mean, you got to see the California and all the good weather places. I would be curious to see that.
Mm-hmm. Talking about the Yankees for a second. Michael King has a 5.63 ERA. Johnny Burrito 8.10 ERA. Drew Thorpe was traded. Kyle Higashioka has got a 455 OPS. All of that the Yankees traded for Juan Soto. So to anybody out there that is feeling some type of way, still that I don't know how you could feel any type of way, but if you had any doubt of Cashman's moves and he got rid of too much, let King figure it out over there. We could grab King back because King is going to be a good ball player. Let Burrito figure it out over there. We don't have time. We don't have time for this, you know? So I'm going to watch these numbers. I'm going to watch the Blake Snell numbers, who started the season 0-2 with a 12.86 ERA with 7 innings freaking pitched. You know, so we definitely still need pitching. Everybody in the league needs pitching, right? There's still a gentleman out there that is seeking to play for league minimum and has been banned from the Major League, from MLB. He's been banned.
Shadow banned, not actually banned.
He is been blackballed from the league.
Yeah.
All right, he's been blackballed from the league. And one of his accusers just got freaking indicted on charges of lying. What is going on? Why isn't Trevor Bauer getting another shot in baseball?
It's amazing to me. I mean, obviously, this is just the world that we kind of live in, and it happened at a time. I think that was part of like the Me Too movement. Mm-hmm. I think that's like when he kind of got accused. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, when that happens, that's just what happens. It was wrong place, wrong time. Obviously, you know, maybe it's possible he could have done something better to put himself in like better situations,
of course,
with different girls or whatever. But I mean, at the end of the day, the guy's going to live his life, you know.
Yeah, at the end,
as long as he didn't do anything, which I don't think he did, just from the 2 past cases coming out that the women were getting indicted. He should have an MLB contract, and it makes no sense why.
No freaking sense. And I really hope somebody picks him up. I obviously I would want him to pitch for the Yankees. I would think you would want him to pitch for the Mets, but I just want him to get another shot at the game that he loves, that he works hard for, that he freaking is an entertainer. You might not like some of the things he does on the field with his freaking sword shit or whatever. At the end of the day, he's entertaining. He's all about the YouTube. He's all about this, that,
growing the game.
He's all about growing the game. Why wouldn't you want somebody like that? Why wouldn't you want somebody like that? But all right, what else you got? How's your who's like your number one to get an out, like besides Diaz? Like who's your number one? What was that guy's name? In the bullpen?
The guy Garrett. Yeah. So I mean, I wouldn't say him just yet. I'd probably go with Drew Smith. Drew Smith is also pitching amazing, and I'm more probably comfortable with him because he's been on the team for a while.
Okay.
But he's like our new setup man, and he's been killing it.
Yeah. For the Yanks, I'm loving that guy, Ian Hamilton. Love him.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Yeah, I was saying that when we tried to record the last time, but that didn't work out. We had everything freaking going. We have literally had everything working against us, but we all here.
So I mean, obviously my camera keeps going on and off. We'll try to get that fixed for next time, but it was my first time doing a podcast like this. So
bro, you've been doing a podcast for like 2 years. Don't freaking say that.
It's different when the camera's on you.
No, it is.
It's different anxiety, and I wasn't built for this. So
well, we're gonna make
get
you
better with time.
Yeah, we're gonna make you that guy. We need it. I love doing this shit. I know you obviously love doing this shit because you would have walked away from all of it with all the friggin' trials and tribulations that we've been friggin' going through. With everything. We're not the biggest tech guys. I know a little bit from just being in the DJ world. I know you're more into the production end of it, the back end, the editing and shit like that. That's your passion, right? That's your passion. So
yeah, I love it.
This is mine. I always want to be in front of this mic. I'll be in front of this mic freaking 24/7 every freaking day. I love this shit.
Honestly, if we can get to that point, I would too.
Definitely. I did hit up my boy Aunt G. He's a little busy, so he wasn't able to come on today. Maybe I'll text him right now. See if he is around. If not, we're gonna jump on and do some Ranger shit with him. Who do you want to reach out to do some Knicks? I would love. I don't know much. I'm gonna jump in now. I'm gonna be that bandwagon though. I'm gonna be that bandwagon Knick fan right now. I'm a Friday night guy.
As much as it sucks to say, I think we should have Antico Lilana do like a little 5-minute jump on. Yeah, he'll do that.
He ain't gonna do shit.
He would.
What do you think he would say about? What do you think he would say about? What do you think he would say about the Alonso Soto thing I asked you?
He might say
Pete
Alonso. I'm a little bit more rational, I think, when it comes to just talking about sports, and he's a lot more all about his team and whatnot.
Okay. You think if I call him right now, you think he'll answer?
Nah, don't do that.
Why? I'll just call him. I won't even tell him we're recording.
Nah, don't do that.
That's illegal.
He won't even answer.
No, don't. Oh, now you put me on the fucking spot. You're telling me that he won't answer my call? Let's see. Nah, I'm calling. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what you say. See what he says. Let's see.
I'm cutting this out.
Let's see what he says. Oh, it's not ringing.
I think he's on Xbox, honestly.
Oh, it is ringing.
So he's definitely not answering you.
What a bitch. Oh, wait.
The person you're trying to reach is...
What a bitch. He didn't answer. Didn't come through the headphones.
Oh, I told you.
Yeah. That is a crazy question, though, no?
Yeah, no, I mean, it is and it isn't, because if you're just rational, I mean, just thinking about the future, Juan Soto is definitely the better player.
Oh, he's calling back, bro. He's calling back.
He's younger.
Hold on. Yo, what up, brother?
Hello?
Yo, what's good? Do you hear me?
Charles?
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
I have a quick question.
Yo.
All right. So if this is the scenario, Pete Alonso, you're not getting Soto, or Soto, you're not getting Alonso.
Obviously Soto.
Wow.
Wow.
The best player. He's the best player in baseball, bro.
All right, Tico. I'll
He's
talk.
Better than that Judge guy you got over there.
All right, Tico. I didn't ask for that. I just asked you a fucking one goddamn little question. Enjoy Xbox, all right? Go fuck yourself.
All right.
Wow, I'm actually shocked there.
I'm a little shocked too, but I'm not at the same time.
That's like his boy.
Yeah, but he's not in his trolling mood. Yo, it's all about being rational, you know? Like
he's not in his trolling. Oh yeah, if he was here on the mic, he would be saying Alonso.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
It makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. But
all right, baby. Well, let's wrap this up. Let's not keep everybody too long. Yeah. Maybe one car ride, not 2 car rides. Thank you for everybody listening as always. We miss you. We're gonna keep putting out content. We got the backbone on board for another face and a voice. Hit us up in the DMs. You want to talk sports? You like our channel? You like our shit? You hit us up, and maybe we can make something happen. We're down to collab with anybody out there. Anybody, you hit us up, and let's roll, baby. Let's get off to a good Ranger playoffs. We're gonna bring on my boy Ant to talk some Rangers, maybe after game 1 or 2. We'll see how that goes. Go Knicks, go Yanks, go Mets, and we'll see you, everybody. Thanks so much.
Go Devils.
See ya. Yeah, all right.